This is so metal.
Transformers battle cry. Robots in disguise. Autobots fighting on crushing Decepticons.
All right, welcome to my channel. I'm Ghost Prime, and this is Optimus Warrior. And we're doing this video like this because it's going to be a quick one. This is the Missing Link knockoff version, and I'm glad they went with a different box design rather than just the Missing Link design, just because I like that they set it apart, and they're not trying to be totally the Missing Link figure. However, on looking at this package, it is pretty bad. The Photoshop work on it completely cuts out the head there. They left a lot of the white bits, like on the hand. You can see the outline. It's really not cut out well. It's like they used the filter to actually just to select it automatically and just went, that's good enough. Even right there on the legs cut off. But yeah, got a weird front of the box. This is right here. It says, Lays morph together. All right. Transforming robots are very good toys. That's a new word right there. Are very good toys that everyone loves to play with. I guess that's not wrong. And on the side, I think that's actually an official picture of the Missing Link. And the trailer, that's actually a cartoon version, it looks like. On the back, we have a better cutout version picture of Missing Link, or I should say Optimus Warrior. And he has his Mobile Attack Form 1, State of Air Combat, Mobile Attack Form 2, Combat Readiness. Transforming robots. Transforming robots. There's Avery. Good toys again. On the bottom. Again with the, that looks like, that's got to be from Transformers Devastation. Deformation. And I don't know if you heard that. There's something in there that's concerning a little bit. On the top, it says Robot, which looks like a sort of pseudo-Decepticon logo. All right, let's get this open. Hopefully nothing's broken in here. There's rattling inside already. Here it is directly out of the box, and it has that sort of like Chinese toy KO smell, if you know what I'm talking about. If you ever have any of the Optimus KOs, that's what it's like. This thing is heavy. You get, looks like stickers for the trailer. More stickers for the bot and trailer. And these look like they're scanned. I don't know if you could see that. Like the finish on them is kind of waxy. And they're not well printed. But they are cut, which is nice. You got a sheet of instructions. And the figures. Whatever's rattling, it looks like it might be in the trailer. So, get that out. Open that up. Let's get everything out first. We'll just cut to that. All right, now the packaging is away. We can see just the accessories it comes with. Let's look up closely at that gun. And we're going to compare this with the original Missing Link release, which is on top. See if there's really any difference. It doesn't look like there's too much of a difference in the official versus the KO. Now, my roller is actually put away. I never put on the wheels on my Missing Link one. This one comes completely together. And just looking at this, it's some really nice shiny silver paint. It looks like it's all the way around and does have a little light there. And this fits really nicely inside of it. He also has his Energon Axe. And a quick comparison with the original is right here. The original is a little bit more on the yellow side. So you can really see how it transitions from kind of an orange to a yellow up here, where this is primarily the same. Let's see if I could get this in kind of a better view there. It's a minor color difference, but there is a slight one between the official and the KO. Taking a look at Prime here. Get real close to that head sculpt. You can see the paint isn't the greatest on the eyes, but the silver they use is quite shiny. In fact, all of this looks painted. Metal arms. You can really tell because the seams aren't the greatest right here, but metal. The whole front is metal. I think this piece here is plastic. This is plastic, but it is painted. The stripe is also painted. This does open up. You have a matrix inside. I think the piece comes out still. It's really in there. I do not want to break this. This is not mine. So we're just going to look at it. I'll compare it in a minute with the other one. Here we have, he's heavy. He's really, really heavy. Really brightest blue there. Also on here. Legs are metal here. Plastic. These are red, not chrome. And we will bring in the original right here to take a look at the KO versus the official versus the KO. I think the windows here are clear instead of slightly beige. Let's see. Those have that slightly beige tint to them. This, yeah, that is a clear piece of plastic in there. So that's a bit of a difference there. Actually, that's why we're here. Let's open this up and check these out. Those look very close. I'm not even sure you could tell them apart if they were both out. Of course, he is missing the Autobot logos. He is super heavy. He feels like he's got to be at least double the weight of this thing. Well, this one represents the metal that was on the original. This one takes a big step further. He misses the asymmetrical details, like on his knees. These are both on the down with the yellow here, where he has one up here and one down here. So these are both the left leg style here. And these are both the right arm style here. See if I get closer. He has the little yellow stripe that I think that's molded in. Yeah, that is actually molded in there to where that is absent on this one. It's a minor detail. It's not something that's super big of a deal. The head is painted better on the official, but otherwise the paint is really nice. The one thing I'm noticing, all the blue is more vibrant. It's more of a teal color than the gray blue of this, even on the arms. On the back, as I mentioned, these are not chromed on the upper thighs. They went with the red here. There's no mistaking this one for an official. I don't think they're trying to do that at all either, so that is a good thing. Lastly, bringing in the official trailer. Mine always has this little ripple there. Really annoying. The official trailer and the knockoff. So one thing that's readily apparent is the color blue is very faded on this. But if you're buying this, like a buddy is, like I was going to make this the Diaclone version, you're just going to replace that sticker anyway. No Autobot logo. Color gray looks pretty spot on. Rolls, exactly the same. And see how they open. There's the official and the knockoff. Maybe I can get it like that. Maybe it's hard to get these both in shot. So this retains all the same functionality. These also do have firing missiles. Let's see how well these fire. Yeah, it's okay. Not bad. The canopy, though, is like a deep orange, where this one is much more muted color. And that's like a really bright orange. I think it's the same plastic as on the axe. And of course, with this. And I think this comes apart. Yeah. Just like that. Also, no stickers applied. These stickers here were pre-applied. These were not applied. And as we saw earlier in the video, you do get them, but I do want to point out, and maybe we could get this down here, that the color is a better light. It's hard to show up on camera. So the details obviously aren't as good, and the color is a bit off. Like it looks like they took these from a bad scan. They definitely did, or a picture they took. They definitely did not recreate these themselves. It's weird because, oops, I didn't mean to kick the camera, but they could have made this a little better on this, but there you go. All right, lastly, let's see if this is able to do this. It is. just like the official. There those are together. Blue looks really the same. I think the big thing's just the canopy. All the other colors are pretty much exact. Actually, it looks a little swirly plastic. That's where that doesn't. There you go. Official KO. All right, lastly, I don't want to go over articulation just because I've been over it. You check out my missing link video for that. But I do want to point out that these are just as scary tight in the hips as the official. All the joints seem really nice as far as that goes. Like all the joints are really nicely tight. Nothing's really super loose. Nothing's really like crazy tight, which I appreciate. So yeah, I'll be right back with him transformed. I mean, we know how it's done. So now here he is transformed. Now, one thing I can say is that polish level is not the same. I can't seem to get this. It's maybe a fit thing. This arm is, there's might be a tab inside there. It's not going in. And subsequently it locks this wheel and doesn't make it so it doesn't roll. That might be something that through time it could loosen up and actually fit in, but there's a tab in there. This one goes into it just fine. We put the arm in, it fits in smoothly, but this one does not. In the front end, you can see where the metal pieces here just don't sit flush with it. Polish. It's just polish. It doesn't look terrible otherwise, but a lot of it is the polish of it is not as good as the official. Bring in the original for comparison. Get that camera lowered a little bit. We can really see where some of that shows up, especially in the front, where the arms just don't sit as flush as the official here. Again, you can't roll. There's no rub sign, but there is a spot for one if you have one. But you can see even the arms there just don't really fit super flush. It's I would say it's not too big of an issue. Like put the trailer on it, it would look just fine like this. Honestly, even with a little bit of the gaps here, it's not the end of the world, especially for the price of this thing versus this. But this rolls like a champ, and you could really tell the difference when handling it. Although this one, man, I gotta say it again, super weighty, way different, but I can't get it to roll. So maybe I could, fiddle around with it a little bit, but it doesn't have that polish that this one has. Let's go ahead and put the trailer on them. Oh, that is tight. That is really tight.
Really? Nothing.
Yeah. There's something too. It does lift up the wheel a little bit here, so it doesn't roll along the ground. But that's just because it is, it's very tight fit, as evidenced by the official, which is, again, super nice. This one, there you go. So final thoughts. Honestly, if you don't mind that polish bit and a little bit of the quirkiness of transforming it, it's not bad. It still looks very good. And for the price, like I said, it's almost half the price. At least at release, this was $63 US, and I got it, for $63 US shipped. They've since raised the price by $10 on Show Z. But even at $75, I would say it's fairly worth it for this Prime if you don't have one, and if you like things that are kind of all metal. I really hope they do other colors of this. I would love to see a shattered glass version. I think that would be amazing to see. And maybe even a black version would be cool. Something they're not going to do in the Missing Link line, because I think it'd be really cool to see this in just a bunch of colors. I would definitely buy it for that. Anyway, let me know what you think of this KO, and I'll see you in the next review.